So in January 2021, 3 months after the last shirt signing stream, MrBeast did a live stream where for only $10, viewers could send a picture to the moon. Wait, JPEGs that are going to the moon? And of course he did more illegal lotteries. 3 years later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon where they would be immortalized.
I feel bad for initially writing this video off because I found it boring in the beginning. This is real. 2.5 million views. I work for MrBeast. He's a fraud. All right. Why are all famous people either PDF files or absolute frauds? I would encourage people to remember that not every famous person is like this. Very few of them actually are, just like with the general population. The problem you get into when you're famous is, one, when you get a certain amount of power, you think you can commit immoral acts because you can get away with it. Nobody will ever call you out. And secondly, even beyond that, I think that it's very publicized, obviously. When a famous person does something bad versus when a irrelevant person does something bad, you usually don't even find out about it, so you wouldn't even know. I work for MrBeast. He's a fraud. Here we go. Make sure you guys are drinking water.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course. If you could post something and everyone in the world would watch it, you'd be the most powerful man on earth.
We're not promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this negative.
Oh, the guy who just throws away millions of dollars on YouTube videos is a gambler. Who would have thought?
Lottery for money.
It's got to the point where he's gambling with people's lives.
You don't have to pay anything to enter religion.
How is this legal? I don't get it. It's a scam.
Hundreds of forged or fake signatures.
Ponzi schemes are great up until they just go bust.
It's a little loud. Let me turn my volume down a bit. Such a dramatic intro.
I wanted to provide some context to this video. I'm a former...
Where is this guy? Is this guy on the run from the government? Is he on the run from the MrBeast assassins? Where is he? Is he okay? He looks like scared. He looks like he's like hiding from the CIA.
I'm a MrBeast employee, and today I'm alleging that the company rigged videos and did illegal lotteries and sold fake signatures. I would consider that fraud. Okay, thank you. Enjoy the video. So this is part one into my investigation into MrBeast. I recorded this before the Chris stuff came out. I was also going to come out about the Chris stuff probably in part 2 or 3, because I see a lot of people saying like, oh, if you knew, why didn't you come forward? Why didn't you go to the authorities? Well, I was going to come forward, and also like...
Once again, where is he? He's like hiding in a cornfield? Why is he hiding in a cornfield right now? What is he running from the scarecrow? Where is he?
Authorities isn't going to work, because what are you going to say? Like, you heard rumors that this person is this way or that, you know, there's obviously evidence of like the shad-based stuff. Like, that's been out for a while. People have internally known at the company that like Chris is kind of a potential minors attracted person, and the company protects her, or they were protecting her, and they protected her as...
Bro, I worked there for not even 5 days, and Chris was talking about his love for... talking about his Discord server where they shared it. Glad you spoke up. The place is actual hell. If this is true, I'd love to see who this person is, because this DM I'm showing right here, by the way. Because with an allegation like that, it's very possible that that's true. And I get this guy doesn't want to reveal his sources, but it's hard for me to believe that without having verification that this guy is, that this DM is from an ex-employee. You know, it's hard for me to believe it, but it could totally be true. It could totally be true, but I just, you know, I would like to know definitively if that is the case. You know what I'm saying? Is that fair, chat? Is that fair? Allegations are not evidence. I think that's fair. I think it's completely fair. You know, it's very possible.
As long as they could, Jimmy knew, everyone knew. So, you know, which I think that's more of a red flag than anything I'm going to reveal in this video, but...
That allegation is confirmed. It's in the leaks. Well, the thing is, it's not really, from what I saw in the leaks at least. It's confirmed that Jimmy was in the server, but it's not confirmed that he knew what was going on in the server, right? So, as far as, like, sending a shad-based link. So, that's what I would want to know.
You know, there's messages happening like MrBeast Discords, and yeah, I don't know. It's a mess when like MrBeast contestants are being exposed to like minor attracted persons and the company's protecting them. You know, there's a big emphasis at the company of like how to manipulate children, like understanding their psychology and everything, and like seeing that that's sort of used in weird ways. And, you know, there's been like parasocial relationships and, you know, encouraging like almost children simping for these people. And, you know, maybe that's as nefarious as it gets, or maybe it goes deeper. Anyway, here's an old podcast clip of Jimmy explaining that he knows that his audience is young. Which is an old clip. You could say like his audience grew up. I would say he's gained most of his audience since then, and his content's only gotten younger. Also, this clip really just shows that like he understands the YouTube analytics are, because he can try to use that as a defense, but he knows. So here's that clip, and then I'll get into the video.
The average demographic is what, 13 through 17? Is that the biggest spike in your analytics?
Well, I mean, mine's, it says...
This is from the same podcast with the bad baby joke. You guys remember that one?
It's like 18 to 24. But I know on my viewers are little kids.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot like that because, you know, little kids lie about their age or they're on their, you know, like...
But yeah, and then I have like a massive one for like...
To be clear, this clip is like 7 to 8 years old. So I don't think this is great evidence as to that, but I do see this guy's point, Dogpack's point, which is basically that, you know, MrBeast's audience is a lot of young kids, and I agree with that. His audience is definitely a lot of young kids, and I think from that perspective, it's definitely necessary to get rid of Chris Tyson, whether or not you personally think that the lolicon makes him, whether or not you think that the interactions in the Discord server were bad. They were. Whether or not you think that this person should not be a part of a like forward-facing brand for kids when that kind of stuff is in their past, and the kids could potentially be exposed to it. And there's a lot of young kids in the audience, right? So I think that's fair. I think it's completely justified to axe Chris Tyson from the team. Drama Alert verify that he worked there? Did they verify that Dogpack worked there, or did they verify that the guy from that DM worked there?
The 40-year-old range because all the idiots are on their parents' account.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit using 3 simple steps, which closely align with the 3 major types of behavioral learning. Step 1 is getting the viewer to associate the brand with trust and authority. MrBeast videos are real, and he's a great guy that gives away big rewards to his loyal followers. I will show you irrefutable evidence in a minute that his videos are in fact fake. Step 2 is showing the viewers that when people interact with MrBeast in a way that benefits MrBeast, when they do what he tells them to do, they win big rewards.
Is he subscribed? You are subscribed. Here's some money. Have a good day.
Some of them feel like I just walk around with $1,000. It's like, oh, thanks for watching my videos.
Hit that subscribe button because you might bump into me in real life and it might make you a lot of money.
When people are devout followers of MrBeast, they get rewarded. And step 3 is finally calling on the viewer to act in some way that benefits the brand, promising big rewards in return. Now,
the thing is, as far as what he's talking about right here, I don't really care about marketing things to children unless you're like marketing like gambling or drugs or something. I don't really care if MrBeast is selling candy to children. I honestly don't give a you know, ultimately I think it's the parents' responsibility what's going into their child's body. Now, to an extent, you can't blame parents 100% because there's times when they're not around their children, they don't know what's going on, and you know they can't microanalyze every piece of media they're consuming. But I don't particularly care if he's like intentionally marketing Beast bars to kids. It doesn't really bother me, but maybe there's something worse going on in here. You know, maybe he is marketing something really bad to kids.
your turn to do what MrBeast tells you, and you will win big rewards. But you actually won't unless you're famous or friends or family of a MrBeast employee. So young, impressionable viewers are made to believe that MrBeast is a trusted authority who can give them big rewards. These young viewers are explicitly shown that dedicated followers or random subscribers like themselves are winning big rewards when they do what MrBeast tells them. These young viewers are explicitly told repeatedly that if they subscribe, if they buy products or act in some way that benefits the brand, they will win big rewards. Trust MrBeast, watch him help others, contribute to his cause, and one day he'll help you too. That's the formula. Subscribe for a Lamborghini, and to make me happy, you could be in one of these videos right now, and you might get pictures for the next video. You might get $1,000. Subscribe and you might win a free car. Subscribe for a free car. I love all of subscribe and you can come next time. I give you $100. Subscribe again. Subscribe and you could win $10. Subscribe button. You could also win $100.
He does do that a lot. Damn. I guess he's building the case here that Jimmy is like psychologically working his way into children's minds, right? Basically, that's what he's doing. If you want to get big and famous on YouTube, make content exploiting stupid children. Makes you pretty sick, honestly. I mean, it depends on what the quote-unquote exploitation is, though, right? Like, if you're selling candy to them, I don't really care that much. But if you are selling something, you know, really harmful to them, not that candy is great for children, but you know, the parents can ultimately dictate their diet. But if they're doing something like marketing gambling or something to them, that's, you know, another level, right? And I think that should be called out. There's no excuse for that, really, you know. I think it needs to end. It needs to end.
We always fly subscribers down. They never fly random subscribers down. MrBeast fakes his videos in ways that are worse than
the videos are fake. Okay, I kind of don't care, but we'll see.
You realize. I say that because he's been exposed for faking videos before, and the common response is, why does it matter if the videos are fake?
Yes.
They're just meant to be entertainment.
That's my response.
A large part of MrBeast's brand is the fact that he doesn't fake videos.
I remember when I first started seeing your videos, I was like, this shit's gotta be fake.
Oh yeah, it's a
Dude,
huge
so-
problem for us now. I actually have to dial back my content sometimes just so people think it's real. But also, if what we had to film was scripted, you know, because what we do is non-scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah blah. If what we did was scripted, holy, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
No.
But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, these buildings are CGI, but it's not your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast. They had him dive through this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
You did it! Yeah! What we did was scripted. Holy, this stuff would be easy to.
I mean, he got him there. It's obviously scripted. I guess the point is like, there's lies I care about and there's lies I don't care about, and this seems like a relatively harmless white lie in my opinion. This specifically. Chad, am I off base here? Am I wrong here to think that faking the videos is not that big of a deal? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm, but maybe my moral compass isn't good. But I don't really care. I don't really care if the videos are fake. You're off base, Jimby. Can you explain why? Mr. Obvious says it's not illegal, but the problem is a certain age children can't differentiate reality from fiction. This is why Europe bans advertising to children. Well, wouldn't you say that there's levels of fiction that like, or there's kinds of fiction that can be harmful and there's kinds that aren't? Like, is him faking some challenge video really harmful to children? Is it? Since you make money off of it, of course it's a problem. You're phrasing it as if it were real, hence you make more money by lying. I mean, yes, but unless the lie is like doing a direct harm to the viewer, I kind of don't, or like someone else, I kind of don't care. Like, for example, the problem with lying in a video where you make a false allegation about someone or push something that's not true is that you're telling a lie in a way that will specifically hurt them, right? Like that's very bad, obviously. But like, for example, I used to just lie and say Gokunaru was Jewish, multiple places in videos even, right? I say young Jewish creator, and he wasn't Jewish at all. I just thought it was funny, and a bunch of people believed it. Is that a harmful lie? I would say no, and nobody should give a shit, but it is a lie.
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
We will die. Do you understand that?
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former MrBeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at MrBeast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into $1 million mansion. Now, I'm not gonna dox him, only some asshole would do something like that.
After doxing and bullying the pilot some more like a f***ing douchebag,
Turns to Eric and says, how do I fly this thing? And Eric just starts pushing buttons.
But I did find pictures of this mansion online, so I fed them into ChatGPT and asked it to create similar images. And this is what it came up with. And it's honestly not that far off. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater.
6,000 square foot? 6,000 square foot. Bro, 6,000 square foot? That is so big. Oh my God, bro. That's huge.
And 7 bathrooms.
what are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really gonna change your life.
Max is a nice car. Tell me, where are we right now?
We're in the place that we drove to a few minutes ago.
Mac, let's cut the here. What have you been doing for like the last year?
A lot of family stuff.
What kind of family stuff?
Just like, you know, playing catch with my dad, you know.
For a year? How do you make money? How are you like surviving?
Basically, like my main strategy is I go to like grocery store type places.
Grocery store type places?
Yeah, and I basically what I'll do when I get there, I usually get like an amount of food that would feed me for like a week or so, right?
With what money?
The money that I've made.
How did you make it?
Huh? Listen, you're getting too caught up in the details. They'll figure it out. We will die. Do you understand that?
During this time lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after
So he's basically, the narrative he's building here is that the videos prop up the idea that MrBeast is giving away money to people, like this Matt guy, and change his life. But in reality, it's not actually changing his life because he was already rich and he was working for MrBeast. Now that, it's not great. I don't care about that much. What I would care more about is if like the Wells in Africa videos were fake or like the Curing the Blind videos were fake, because those are videos that directly make MrBeast look like an amazing person for like helping the poors. If that was fake, that would be horrible. I doubt that was fake, but yeah.
After a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole night, completely soaked.
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht. It's ironic because this is one of the videos where they claim that they don't fake things.
But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
In this video, this wink was added in post. In fact, 58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him. This whole revenge storyline was added in post. Multiple shots show how timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. They also manipulated contestants' audio in post.
We got 15 minutes.
In general, if anything happens last second, it's fake. Or if you can hear someone's voice but can't see their mouth, the audio could easily be added in post.
I literally think I'm gonna kill you.
And yes, this lie detector video was also fake.
Have you ever faked a video? No.
Think that lie.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Okay, so MrBeast fabricates some contestant dialogue and timers and movements and storylines and uses a bunch of CGI, but who really cares? I mean, the videos are just for entertainment only, right?
Look, this guy's he's spitting what I'm thinking, okay? He knows my thoughts ahead of time. He literally knows my thoughts ahead of time.
I mean, it's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge. That would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend. So yeah, the random subscribers you see in
Jimmy Beast is a hot girlfriend, right? MrBeast's girlfriend. Thea Boysen, WBeast. I'm the #1 MrBeast glazer in the world. That's me.
challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to MrBeast and oftentimes friends and family of MrBeast employees or just the employees themselves. And when they do pull someone from outside of North Carolina, it's usually somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a following.
Base. Dude, running past the pores and giving it to Logan Paul, base.
Hey, anyone I'm friends with watching that wants 10 grand?
They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe, you will not win $1 million. And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted. According to a former MrBeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot. And because so many of the female contestants were MrBeast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money. But doesn't make the same offer to the girls.
Thanks so much.
The boys were blowing you out of the water. I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave. Now if you don't win, that was all for nothing.
At another point, he gives the girls a camera drone so they would have been able to see how many boys were left. It doesn't work out, but seeing how much they're willing to help them on camera, I'm willing to believe that they did, in fact, help them off camera. Apparently at the end, they were only monitoring the boys to see if they stepped on the red line and not the girls so that the girls would win the challenge. And to be clear, obviously the girls had an unfair start with having so many MrBeast employees get out immediately. I think they all did deserve $5,000 for that, but also the boys should deserve a fair chance at winning, I think. I think that's the expectation when you run a game show. But hey, that was a while ago, so I'm just glad they're not doing another rigged boys versus girls video. So knowing that MrBeast likes the results to be close and that offstage producers can sort of influence how a challenge progresses, I want to show one more example. This is a real-time video, meaning that time elapses the same in the video as it does in real life. Now immediately the intro is sped up, and the timer is clearly added in post, and he clearly touches the laser here, but whatever, let's assume that it's all real-time. When he reaches the bottom floor, he has to turn these water valves. Now you can tell that these valves aren't actually connected to anything because the water flows out in an instant, and it happens when he's not even touching the valve. The contestant also goes back to the first valve unaware that anything had happened, and he's still able to spin it. So the valve seems to spin freely and isn't actually connected to the flow of water. So you could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water. And assuming they've tested this, the producers might know how long it takes for the water to clear out of the room, so they can sort of decide on the fly how many turns of the valve it takes, or just when to trigger the
I hate to say it 18 times. I feel like I'm a broken record, but I don't know. So far, I don't really care. But it's an hour-long video. Maybe there's more in this.
Water in general to make the results close. And in this video, spoiler alert, the contestant wins the money. So
it means they're a liar. Well, everybody lies to some degree. Literally everybody has lied in their life to some degree. The difference is what they're willing to lie about, right? If they're lying about game contestant videos, I don't think that means they're willing to lie about their friend being a... And so far, I haven't even seen MrBeast say that his friend is or is not. He just said he's investigating it. So like, I don't know, man. I feel like that's a huge stretch.
Rigging the challenge could be seen as a good thing, but there are many examples of contestants losing. And in traditional media, this kind of rigging is actually completely illegal.
We always have the same person tie all the knots so that we know they've tied them at the exact same tension. I mean, we get down to inches. And then we have a standards and practices person. And if you don't know what that is, on any kind of a game show where there is a prize, you have to have somebody that ensures that it's fair. They are out there essentially to make sure that we don't do something that would favor one player or one tribe.
I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave.
In my mind, I'm thinking it's a fair game. But it's not. If they were having problems finding people, they can see kind of what area you're in. And they came to my area many times, and I was in the smallest cupboard. They had like big ones, medium ones, and small ones. I contorted this little 4'10" body into the smallest space, and I was in there for hours.
I don't like this person.
And they didn't even open the door because they were like, a person can't even fit in there. So they went.
This is the same person that called out MrBeast because he said the N-word, and he said the F slur. Like, who cares?
And my heart was like, oh, they're going to find me. They're going to find me. And then I could hear them saying, like, she's not here. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, she's not here. The other thing that they said is absolutely no climbing in the air vents or the ceiling. And they said it's because they do all their wiring in the ceiling.
So I am up here. Okay, I feel good about this spot.
If it was held accountable, especially because this was a YouTube original production, Zach would have been eliminated for cheating. He broke the rules, and guarantee you, if I climbed in the ceiling, MrBeast would eliminate me.
He was in the ceiling!
Also, I think some of the MrBeast
Pause if you want to read. Hold on. I do want to read that.
He was in the ceiling!
Pause if you want to read. Creator Games was not for charity. Oh, Creator Games 2 and 3, Trivia Hide and Seek, had nothing to do with charity. The winners of the competition will receive prize money under the vague condition that they give the money to their fans. Hey, my cousin's a fan of my videos. Zach King made 2 highly viewed monetized videos with the prize money. But the winners of Creator Games 1 and 2, D'Amelia's sister Zach King, were accused of cheating. MrBeast does not care about fairness in his competitions. He only cares about making the best video possible. The trivia tournament also had multiple factual mistakes. No one seems to notice. Spell possum and oldest living animal question. Correct answers were wrong. Ensuring fairness is in challenges like this is not difficult. MrBeast thinks it makes the videos worse, so he doesn't do it. Okay, so if they lied about the videos being for charity, that is insane. Like St. Jude's or something like that, that is absolutely insane. That should 1,000%. If you're lying about donating to charity, that should be condemned 1,000%.
Also, I think some of the MrBeast giveaways have been fake, but I'll get into that later. So now that I've explained some of the ways that MrBeast lies to build trust with his audience, I want to go on to explain how he exploits that trust for profit through...
Okay. So he went over the lies in the videos. He's building the narrative. I didn't really care about the lies themselves, but maybe this next claim will support a more serious allegation. Okay, it's possible.
Running illegal lotteries.
Illegal lotteries.
Selling fake signatures.
Fake signatures.
Giving children diabetes and more.
Okay.
A call to action is simply when you tell the viewer to do something. Saying subscribe is a call to action. Early in his career, MrBeast found a better version of this where he takes a call to action and he adds positive or negative reinforcement to it. Now, as adults, we can recognize that subscribe for a cookie is a joke. It's not a real offer, but again, MrBeast's audience is primarily children who may have authorities in their life that actually use sweet treats or video game detentions as forms of reinforcement, and you aren't born understanding sarcasm. Whatever the reason, these reinforced call to actions are more effective than just saying subscribe. Oh, but there's an even much better version. The call to action giveaway.
If you guys want to win a brand new PS5, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel.
I can't believe people are still doing giveaways. Holy shit, it's so annoying. Stop this. I'm so tired of it. 10 years of YouTube, people are still like buying subs.
Check Rosanna Panasino's Twitter. Rosanna. More Beast games. MrBeast allegations break my heart. Her talking for 10 minutes. Wait, is this real? MrBeast fat shaming and Discord leaks? It gets worse. Wait, this is the problem with this person. Like, they have a vested interest in canceling MrBeast for anything, including making fun of fat people. So it's just like, I don't know how much I can trust their interpretation of almost anything. Like, they're mad because he posted a fat shaming joke. I don't care. The info I'm hearing from verified sources about Beast Games is insane. Much of that's being hidden. Much of what's being hidden online right now is true. This is absolutely disgusting. Is it disgusting? I would like to know if it's disgusting. MrBeast contestants at Plaza yesterday putting the bar in garbage bags. Oh, I did see this. Yeah, they're wearing garbage bags. That seems kind of. MrBeast treats his fans like literal garbage. World's richest creator can't afford ponchos or cover-ups. Dead emoji. Here we go. MrBeast shoots Beast Games in Las Vegas. Controversy abounds. Superstar YouTuber and philanthropist MrBeast is filming his new Prime Video series Beast Games in Las Vegas. Beast Games is an upcoming reality competition show where 1,000 contestants will compete for a $5 million prize. The production is using Rio and Lexor for staging, and about 2,000 people are being transported to Allegiant to film a segment of the show on July 18th, pretty much as we're writing these words. Of course, everyone involved in the production is under NDAs, but we are Vital Vegas. We didn't sign anything. Nothing happens in our town without us knowing it. Transporting 2,000 people in a bus caravan to Allegiant is tough to keep under wraps. Anywho, Jimmy Donaldson is a cultural phenomenon. MrBeast says, think Squid Games, but on steroids times a billion. We do know the show will feature physical challenges, as there was a call for paid testers by an audience and seat-filling capacity and a seat-filling company recently. The ad offered Las Vegas locals $150 and a free meal to run, jump, and pull ropes. So here we have the ad for that. More top secret scoop. MrBeast is staying at Resorts World. So you're just posting where he's staying, where his hotel is. What the? They're just like doxing his location, where he's sleeping. What the hell? Another fun fact: contestants on the show have been spotted at Rio wearing garbage bags, presumably to cover the uniforms worn on the show. Oh, so they're not actually in the rain. They're wearing garbage bags to cover the uniforms, so people don't realize it's a MrBeast thing. Wait, that changes this claim completely. Did Rosanna Pansino even read this? No, the answer is no. She just reported this uncritically because that's how she works. MrBeast bought out Plaza downtown. Here's a look at some of the aforementioned contestants wearing the aforementioned garbage bags. It's hard to imagine people would suffer this indignity just for millions of dollars. It's hard to imagine. I feel like it's not that hard to imagine. As a show with what's being touted as the biggest prize in game show history, of course, Las Vegas had to play a part. It's an impressive feat to have kept such a big production quiet in a town as small as Las Vegas, but word was bound to get out. Anticipate the Las Vegas Review-Journal breaking the story in a few weeks as they figure out what a MrBeast is, or Prime Video, or streaming. In a concerning twist to this story, a source claims Desert Springs Hospital has seen countless patients today coming from Beast Games due to lack of food and water. We've reached out to MrBeast and his publicist about the situation. No further information is available at this time. Here were folks lined up across from Fool Us, all in garbage bags and all with weird responses, refusing to confirm it was MrBeast. Fun fact, a contestant tells us they walked the entire line pictured above it, stretched half a mile. Okay. We heard back from MrBeast representative who stated MrBeast is working on an upcoming video with 3 medical issues out of 2,000 participants. 2 are medical events unrelated to the games or production, and 1 involved dehydration. There was plenty of water and electrolyte drinks on site, and a full medical staff. Personnel attended to the people immediately. They were all released shortly after and are doing well. We received contradictory reports about the conditions during the production of Beast Games. All right. I'm aware of 3 or 4 hospital evacs. Okay, so what are they referring to here? 3 or 4 hospital evacs. Are they saying there's 3 or 4 people? They evacuated the hospital 3 or 4 times? 3 or 4 hospitals were evacuated? What does this mean? I feel like I don't fully understand what they're saying here. Like a medvac? I have very limited knowledge on hospital procedures, so I don't really know what this means. So not sure if or how many hospital evacs there were. The production is a shit show and unprepared for the scale, making decisions as they go along. The bare bones medic staff on site is not adequate, and we were overwhelmed last night. They compete at night. One contestant reports contestants were instructed to provide producers with 5 days worth of medications, and as of today, contestants have not received a single dose. They have denied food to diabetics, denied water to contestants, and at least 2 individuals have had seizures as a result. If that's true, that's up. Jesus. The MrBeast representative says this information is inaccurate. Since the original story, we've heard from a number of eliminated contestants, and their experiences vary widely. By most accounts, the production companies involved were not prepared for the logistical challenges of a competition involving 2,000 people. In fact, many contestants assumed the conditions of the production, including hours of waiting at various stages, were psychological endurance tests. That does not appear to be the case. A number of concerned friends and relatives have chimed in on the comments of the story to express concern for their loved ones. Serious issues appear to have been isolated and not unexpected given the fact 2,000 people were taking part in taping. Accounts from the contestants range from people having a great time to something quite different. One contestant noted production staff hired locally were treated poorly, with some working shifts in excess of 24 hours in a row. Medications such as inhalers, contact lenses, and feminine hygiene products were surrendered, which caused concern among the production's medical staff, with some encouraging contestants to hide their meds in their clothes to avoid detection. Really? If that's true, that's really strange. With some encouraging contestants to hide their meds in their clothes. The 2,000 trash bags used to conceal show uniforms were thrown away at Allegiant, MrBeast is known as an advocate for saving the planet. Due to the large number of contestants, waits could be an hour for elevators at hotels, including for registered guests not involved with the show. Contestants were asked to give the production team several pairs of undergarments, which were not returned upon disqualification. There were not enough buses to transport the contestants to Allegiant. Contestants were not allowed to leave their hotel rooms. Several were caught in the pool at the Rio and were eliminated from the competition. Contestants were also eliminated if they were caught with their production wristbands flipped to show the MrBeast logo. Food consisted of what's described as hideous porridge. Prison conditions. Prison conditions working for MrBeast. Porridge. Horrid porridge. It was horrid porridge. Very interesting.
Over the next 7 days, I'm going to be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it.
Is that illegal?
Have to do is subscribe to your channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
I literally spent over $1 million on these phones, and we literally found him 1 minute before Zach. I spent over $1 million on these phones. All you have to do to enter is hit that subscribe button.
Samsung, I just want you to love me.
So yeah, that's what a call to action giveaway is. At best, they are a way to buy subscribers, but much of the time they are legitimate scams. Either a YouTuber doesn't actually give away a prize, or in the case of these live streams, they are illegal lotteries where the only way to win a prize is by making a purchase. And obviously, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just going to show you the law and then show you irrefutable evidence of what's being done, and you can make your own conclusions. The FTC defines a lottery as containing 3 elements: a valuable prize, random chance, and consideration, which can be time or effort, but in most cases is just payment. To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration. In determining if any MrBeast giveaways have been illegal lotteries, we need to identify a prize, which is distributed through random chance and cannot be won without spending money. On August 2nd, 2020, MrBeast live streamed him and his friends signing limited edition shirts celebrating 40 million subscribers. And here are just some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this. In 10 minutes, right, because we gotta give them time to do their cart, we'll give 2 orders $500.
Oh, he's saying this is an unregulated illegal lottery because by buying a shirt, you get an entry to the lottery, and then he's giving away prizes, and either the prizes aren't followed through with, making it illegal, or it's unregulated and it acts as a lottery in effect, which makes it illegal. Once again, basically, is the situation here.
Eat. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3 grand in their order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets $2,000. Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page. And during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly. Multiple times they would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes later go, actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is gonna win.
In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. Hey, Daryl, don't we owe someone $1,000?
We do.
Yeah, so, all right, so the newest order, in 30 seconds, we are gonna put $1,000 in your package.
Stephen K.
Okay?
Stephen King.
And there is no second giveaway 30 seconds later, like Jimmy said. This is just one very shady giveaway. They just go on to talk about.
Yeah, he's right. It does seem shady. It definitely does seem shady. He's starting to cook. He's starting to cook.
How Steven made a profit.
Steven's a handsome name.
So he actually walked away with some money.
We're proud of you, Steven.
I counted 13 of these extra shady lotteries where they did not give the prize in the original time frame that they said.
Okay, so we're gonna put 2 iPhones in this piñata, and we're gonna give it to someone who orders a shirt in 3 minutes? 5 minutes. Buy a limited edition shirt or hoodie, and we're gonna pick a random one in 10 minutes and give them $2,000.
Have we done iPhones yet?
Yeah, oh,
we did one.
Oh wait, hey Daryl, first actually, before we do that, we never picked the piñata.
So these clearly fit the definition of an illegal lottery. These clips are also not out of context. No one ever said no purchase necessary. There's nothing in the description or on the website. At one point, MrBeast is informed that they ran out of PlayStations, and he says, are we trying to not sell merch?
Our city is sold out of PlayStations. We don't have any. We have to give away. Are we trying to not sell merch?
Where's it buffering?
So he clearly knows that they're making more money by running these illegal lotteries. Another shady thing he did was constantly suggest.
Oh, that is shady for sure. Promising they're giving something away, they run out and they're like, we're gonna keep selling merch anyway. That looks really bad for sure. Basically, if a YouTuber did loot boxes, yeah.
Yes, that they're doing too many giveaways to make a profit.
My guy over there doing the numbers is like, stop, please. It's like, you do realize every time you give away an Xbox and $1,000, you don't make money. I'm like, oh, I know we're not gonna make money.
But that's, I mean, if you're selling that much merch on a live stream, you probably are definitely making money, right? That seems like a lie.
Hey, what are we doing, guys? We're gonna check after the stream and it's gonna be like, oh no, what a waste. Yeah, I know. We're gonna break neutral.
When there was just no way they were ever even close to losing money.
Odds of winning a prize with purchase, 0.06%, 1 in 1,600. Average profit per shirt and hoodie, $25. Total profit on shirts, 1.7 mil. Giveaway, 61,000. Production cost, 50,000. Total profit, $1.6 million, not including super chat donations, AdSense, or other merch sales. Damn. Once again, he's cooking.
On this stream.
I don't know who this is, but you just got a pair of AirPods. Oh my gosh, we're not making money. Guys, we need to stop giving everyone something. We've just lost like 7 almost.
He seems really disingenuous here, honestly. He seems like he's very, very disingenuous.
Almost everything that someone's bought, we've put something in their package. I'm not gonna make money.
In 5 hours, they gave away about $50,000 worth of stuff and sold over 50,000 t-shirts. Selling these t-shirts at $42 each, profit margin would be about $22. But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine. Also, by my estimates, only 1 in every 1,600 orders actually won a prize. And I guarantee he has real-time analytics on his laptop. He knows they make more money every time he says, oh my God, guys, we're giving away so much stuff. We're not even gonna make a profit. Please, don't you want me to make a profit? That's why he keeps saying it. Also, they just don't show how winners are picked. So it's probably not actually random. You know, humans have biases. Imagine Jimmy tells the guy off camera, hey, pick a name right now. And he sees 2 names. One is easy to pronounce, one is not. This is why lotteries are heavily regulated, to ensure fairness. Also, obviously, you have to be 18 to play the lottery. It's gambling. MrBeast isn't just promoting gambling to children here. He's running the casino. And this isn't even close to the worst stream he's done. 4 months later, MrBeast signed shirts again, but this time...
Right, and by letting it go on longer and by like not giving away prizes when he says he is, he's essentially encouraging people to buy more and put more money in for more entries so they think they can win, which is in effect, I mean, you know, gambling, right? So I mean, I think this guy is right. I think this guy is definitely right, you know. Beginning of this video, I didn't give a shit. 21 minutes in, dude is cooking. Dude's actually cooking. MrBeast, I mean, if he did that, that's definitely a very, very worthy criticism. It is, from my understanding, illegal, and it should be called out. And I don't know what kind of consequences is going to happen as a result of that, but there should be something that happens, you know?
It was a 24-hour live stream with way more illegal lotteries. And by the way, the rest of these streams were taken down shortly after upload, so all I have is some old clips and Reddit threads talking about them. Now, this stream did say, we are doing a ton of giveaways, no purchase necessary, in the description. But to be eligible to win most prizes, you had to make a purchase.
Would you guys prefer, that we throw money in random orders or that we throw items in random orders?
Yeah. Somebody screamed in chat, I want to switch. Hey. Buy a shirt.
In 30 minutes.
That's so no purchase necessary, but definitely it is highly, highly increasing your chances if you do purchase. I would bet the vast majority of people who won did purchase. So maybe that gets him, maybe that'll give him at a legal liability, but damn, he's owning him, dude. He's owning him.
We are giving away my car to someone that buys merch.
Which each giveaway is its own independent event. You can't give one prize to someone who buys something and a different prize to someone in chat. The prize where you have to buy something is still an illegal lottery, which obviously MrBeast knows this, but you know, he's a poker player. He likes a little bluffery, a little plausible deniability, you know, pretending to be ignorant of the law.
You know, YouTube's a little different than this.
Yeah.
Because YouTube, I can just do stuff like that. I can just be like, you know what? Pull up a database of 100 people that bought chocolate bars and pick 100 random ones.
Got it.
I think I can do that over here. I don't know.
So regulating this on YouTube is probably uncharted water. So I'm curious if any government body would ever get involved in this kind of, after seeing this video. I'm very curious.
So I don't want to say anything. And then someone would be like, yeah, actually, that's illegal.
Right.
I could not find any way to enter the big Tesla giveaway without spending at least $42.
And we're giving away a Tesla to someone random who bought stuff.
They also gave away 24 tickets, which gave you the opportunity to be in a video. Again, most of these tickets you had to make a purchase to win.
One random person that buys in what time frame? 10 minutes. We're going to put this in someone's order that buys something. And we're going to have 24 people. We're going to put
YouTube makes too much money on him. I fear he'll never be held accountable. I mean, YouTube would hold him accountable if the law did, I think. And that's mostly what their position is. I don't think YouTube should, like, delete his channel. I think that a government agency or some kind of governing body should get involved and punish him for running unregulated lotteries. And on top of that, I think that they should also probably prevent him from doing lotteries like this in the future. You know, I don't think there's no real excuse for this. You know, he's smart enough and rich enough to know what he's doing, I think.
Put him in 24 different circles.
But ultimately, to determine if he broke a law, I mean, you can say it colloquially, but I think YouTube would probably only punish him if a government agency made them, basically.
$1 on the line, have some fun, you know what I'm saying?
Also, this video never happened. There is no MrBeast video of 24 people in circles competing for $1 million. Unless it ended up being 100 people in a circle competing for $500,000, but that's a smaller prize and much worse odds. So, like, did they just pocket the money or what? Hey,
there he
is.
is.
The pilot guy.
What the hell? Mac, when he sees a pilot whose home address hasn't been posted on the internet.
Wait, he's about to be the first one out? That's unlike him.
And though you got out first, I still have a prize for you. Just wait here.
Oh, first person out gets a car, and it just happened to be your friend Mac. Another thing that just annoys me is Jimmy constantly says during these live streams that he's just doing this for fun because he loves giving things away.
Oh, and I just like giving away stuff. It's kind of fun to me.
Imagine you just lost a bunch of money at the casino, and the owner comes out and he says, guys, the reason I do all this, I just love giving away money. Also, you're 7 years old in that example. It's insane that he can flip these
Yeah, that kind of thing on children is just, you can't run an illegal lottery on kids. You can't do that. Can kids even enter into any lottery? I don't think they can, right? Can minors participate in a lottery? Well, this is Maine. Tickets may not be sold to anyone under, okay, federally. Minors can never claim the prize. They can't even win the lottery because they cannot legally wager. Ooh.
massively profitable illegal lotteries targeted towards children as an act of generosity.
So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to go place an order at shopmrbeast.com. Anyone watching any of the lives. And we're going to throw iPhones in some of them.
And again, there are very few videos of this live stream on the internet. I think MrBeast probably copyright strikes re-uploads. But almost any clip you do find will have some new violation of internet gambling or sweepstakes laws.
I thought it was him. I was like, he won. Wait, really? Let's go! Wait, that's literally like his initial. Who is it? My cousin. Wait, really?
Actually, that's illegal.
Some of the common complaints we see in threads about this live stream are that they only signed large t-shirts. So when they selected an order to give a prize, it was apparently always a large or extra large t-shirt. They kept saying things like buy in the next 15 minutes for a chance to win and then not honoring it. Multiple people claiming that their name was read to win a prize and they never received it. This person is still tweeting about it to this day. There's a lot more people complaining about the deceptive sales tactics. Reading all this really upsets me because I spent money I honestly didn't have for 5 shirts at different times during the live when they said things like buy now and you will get prize or money. And I received 2 orders and nothing but shirt, both with MB and one with a heart and one with a smiley. I was hoping for at least a couple things for Christmas for my family. This commenter also goes on to explain that she's disabled, has PTSD. Lotteries and scams specifically target vulnerable populations like that. I'm disappointed. My son bought a signed shirt and was so excited. He watched a live stream and saw that people who bought would receive $100. He was excited to win something and be a part of his favorite streamer, Mr.
Ooh, they're saying there are things in the packages that are not in there. There's stuff. Apparently, I mean, from these claims, right? If this is true, if there's enough of them, I think you could probably say there's some veracity to it. He thought he won. He thought he won $100, didn't even get it. God damn.
MrBeast. When the shirt arrived, he was grinning from ear to ear when he realized that there was...
You aren't entitled to win. That's true. But if it's a kid, the kid shouldn't be allowed to enter, right?
No $100. He was visibly disappointed. He said nothing other than, I guess he meant everyone except me. He loves his shirt, but I'm really upset seeing him hurt. And obviously people can lie on the internet, but a lot of people are independently claiming the same things. Like that at the end of the live stream, they said they were putting $100 in every order. Now, my speculation is that they put $100 in every order that came across the table that they signed, but I'd be interested to see how they worded that. If the video of this live stream ever resurfaces, I think a lot of these claims will be proven true, which MrBeast definitely has this stream saved. He saves all his footage. So I'll ask you, Jimmy, will you publish this to prove your innocence? Also, using archive.org, we can see what the website looked like on the day of the stream, and while there's no mention of any sweepstakes whatsoever, it does say this limited tee signed by MrBeast and crew, but the description says it's signed by a member of the MrBeast crew, and it doesn't say anywhere that other members will sign MB, deceiving people into...
I mean, if that's true, that could be called a scam, right? Allegedly, in my non-legal opinion, it could be called by some a scam, right?
Believing it was signed by MrBeast. So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away. Could you make it any more obvious? You know, you don't accidentally
This guy did his research.
Someone else's...
This little content cop wannabe Spurg did his research, bro.
Signature as muscle memory. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I think this is fraud. Maybe they could say it's the brand's signature, even though it's clearly implied that this is Jimmy's signature, which was established during the last live stream.
Hey! MB, MrBeast. So this is MrBeast's signature.
No way, this one was signed by MrBeast.
It's actually, it might actually be some other
got the MB, but that means it's signed by MrBeast. That's obviously his. MrBeast. This is so cool. That's obviously his. MrBeast.
You know, some people bought these shirts as collector's items or even investments, and this puts into question the authenticity of all MrBeast signed merch, which otherwise could have been very valuable one day. This was clearly muscle memory, and judging by his body language, he knew he exposed this. Even Tariq notices Tyler slip up and immediately looks into the camera, looks guilty, and then readjusts his body and rubs his hands together. Also, MrBeast said during the live stream that this is the last time he'd ever sign anything, and that was just a lie. Illegal lotteries targeted towards children and selling fake signatures. I mean, imagine if any other YouTuber was caught doing this.
You're very smart with your money.
True. True. Very true. I mean, anyone else would be called out. I mean, I think Coffeezilla would be making a video about anyone else who did this. I'm not saying Coffeezilla is afraid to criticize MrBeast, but I think MrBeast is a very likable guy. He seemed very charitably, and as a result, people aren't thinking too deep into this stuff. So when like a really bad criticism comes up of MrBeast, he's not addressing the true problem, which is capitalism, it looks completely, and then you can just instantly be like, you know, write that off. MrBeast haters are. And then you see something like that, like this, and you're like, well, what the f? This is the first time I've heard this, you know? I remember these giveaways, and I never even thought twice about it, you know? I think they were 3-4 years old, and I saw they existed, and I just never thought twice. I never even looked into it, you know? I never investigated. But this guy did.
Millions of dollars on YouTube videos as a gambler. Who would have thought?
By this point, MrBeast noticed a problem with these CTA giveaways. I mean, obviously they're illegal, but more importantly, they're not as profitable as they could be. Look at it like this. There are two value propositions at play here. The perceived value of the product and the perceived value of the chance to win a prize. So for something like these $42 t-shirts, if the viewer values the chance to be in a video at $10, they need to value the t-shirt at an additional $32 to make the purchase. So the more expensive the product, the less effective the lottery is. You want to get the product as close to $0 as possible, so people are just paying for the perceived value of the lottery. That's what's most profitable because humans can't accurately comprehend the difference between 1 in a million odds versus 1 in a billion odds. They both kind of just compute as, I have a small chance to win, which MrBeast is well aware of this flaw in human mental arithmetic.
Past a certain point, the average human is like, large sum of money, click. And like larger sum of money doesn't really impact the viewing experience.
So also the larger your audience is, the more profitable a lottery will be. Anyway, MrBeast wanted the cheapest product possible to use for these CTA giveaways. Basically a piece of paper, but you obviously couldn't sell a piece of paper without getting backlash.
Feastables did try to do a sticker sweepstakes, but they quickly removed the promotion because it encouraged mild vandalism and spreading garbage. I remember this.
So in January 2021, 3 months after the last shirt signing stream, MrBeast did a live stream where for only $10, viewers could send a picture to the moon. Wait, JPEGs that are going to the moon? And of course he did more illegal lotteries.
Just to keep things fun and interesting, as if putting a photo on the moon isn't interesting enough. Someone who puts a photo on the moon, or if you buy the bundle, whatever, and the next 30 minutes, we'll just fly you down to be in a video.
3 years later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon, where they would be immortalized. It exploded. So obviously, MrBeast refunded everyone, right? Right? Is it MrBeast's fault that the rocket exploded? No. Is it his fault that he advertised it as for $10, I will put your photo on the moon?
For $10, I'll put whatever picture you want on the moon.
When he couldn't guarantee that? Yes, of course. October 16th, 2021, same thing. Buy this shirt to be in a video.
Shopify dashboard. We just have like a...
I didn't even know he did that. I didn't even know he tried to build a rocket to go to the moon to put people's little NFTs on it, or little silly images. That is top cat content. What the f? With no refund too. Damn. But outside of that, there's a lot of good criticisms to make of MrBeast here. The guy he did some, there's no denying it. I feel bad for initially writing this video off because I found it boring in the beginning. This is real.
A random number generator, and then like we just put the number, like if there's 1,000 orders, we just put it, picks a number between 1 and 1,000, and then my people give me the name. So
it didn't appear in search results the first few days. Well, there's a lot of reasons that could be the case. Like a lot of videos probably have a similar title revolving around MrBeast allegations, MrBeast exposed regarding the Chris Tyson stuff. So it was probably hard to find it. And but I mean, to say this video is being shadow banned, 2.5 million views on the channel with 50K subs, and it just came out. And this channel, how many videos have they even posted? Only video on the channel was this channel created June 15th, 2024. So it was created a month ago. It's not being shadow banned. I'm sorry. It's just not.
the first person that we're inviting to be in our Squid Game, if you want to enter, click the link in the description, buy the shirt or hoodie, is Alonzo Diaz.
Bro, this is an actual $100 bill.
Wait, really?
Like, they actually sent a $100 bill.
Wait, what does it say? Oh, now we have to read the
Talk
message.
about Chris Tyson. He's the cool one. Yeah, Chris is the cool one.
You and your crew are an inspiration to our young ones. He wanted to send you $100.
YouTube was censoring and striking videos early on. They stopped when the story became too big to censor. And he looked through my links. I'm going to be honest with you, Mr. Obvious. I absolutely don't believe that. And the reason why is because I've had a lot of videos about, just think about it, right? Videos about are generally not seen as super advertiser friendly unless you do a good job of like really censoring all the words like that. And even if you do that, I've had like my Giggly Goon Clown video, right? That video got limited ads. And it had green ads at first, got limited ads shortly after release, right? And it's because the topic is not super advertiser friendly. The same thing happened with my video about the monkey torture, which was all about stuff that happened on YouTube, heavily censored. I think I censored every swear in that video. That video got limited ads and age restricted upon upload pretty much, even after it had green ads initially before I posted it. So like, I don't think there's a conspiracy here going on from YouTube to protect MrBeast, honestly, at all. I think that's an unfounded allegation. It's possible, I guess, but I need evidence for it once again. YouTube puts limited ads on videos about controversial topics every day. This is not a unique situation, in my opinion.
Everyone click the link or the view product thing in the bottom left. We're gonna open 3 packages, and whatever's in those 3 packages, we're gonna give someone random that buys.
Go 5 minutes without telling children to gamble.
MrBeast is the
Holy
American dream.
Now I'm going to get to what, in my opinion, is the most unethical CTA giveaway that MrBeast has done. But before I do that, I really want to drive home the point that the closer a sweepstakes is to an illegal lottery, the more money it makes. Because, you know, every customer is supposed to be informed that they can enter easily for free and that making a purchase does not increase their chances of winning. Like, you're supposed to say no purchase necessary in all of your promotional material, which MrBeast does not do. This legal gray area only leads to people getting scammed, especially the elderly and children, who are also being introduced to gambling. The only people who benefit off of sweepstakes are influencers and scammers. Remember Wizza, a sweepstakes company that got exposed as a total scam and shut down? Even Omaze, the charity sweepstakes company, got exposed as a scam and had to shut down in the US. Or back in the day, there was Mystery Brand. You remember Mystery Brand?
So Mystery Brand is a website where you purchase different boxes with chances of winning things. Take, for example, this women's Christmas box.
This is a great comparison.
It costs $15 to open, and you can win the most expensive Los Angeles realty. But you can't even click it, okay? It doesn't even give you more information, but apparently it's worth $250 million. I love that you can't click it. Like, they're just like, trust us. There's a $250 million house with your name on it. All the way down to Icicle. Site balance. I'm willing to bet that this is probably what 99% of the people are getting.
Hey, at least MrBeast never wanted to work with this obvious scam. I mean, at least MrBeast's manager never went on some podcast and talked about how
just ran it himself.
MrBeast really wanted to work with this company. No, what's this?
Is there anything you've had to say no to?
Yeah, tons. Yeah, so a good example. So it was about 3 years or 2.5 years ago when I started working with Jimmy. What was becoming really popular were these like mystery loot crate, like internet sites where it's basically like CSGO skins, but you'd go on and be like, here's the Supreme box and you'd pay $50 for it.
Oh,
And remember,
yeah, didn't Ricegum did
yeah,
quite a
Jake
few
Paul,
people.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of hate for that.
Right.
Jimmy was, he wanted to work with that company when he heard about it because there was a lot of money and we wanted to give that money away.
All right, holy situation handled. Oh my God. You're actually, yeah, I know I was muted. I muted intentionally. I don't know what the that is. Essentially, someone... Apparently, I wasn't keeping up with the discord.gg/turkeytom link, and somebody managed to nab it and get it linked to something called FECord. I don't know what that is, but based on the screenshot I got of it, which I'm gonna show you guys right now, my confidence in it is not at an all-time high. Whatever the this is, whatever the FECord is, this picture right here with the dog girls is not confidence inspiring, to be honest with you. Not confidence inspiring. So yeah, do not join that link. I'm getting my website guy to remove the Discord link, whatever the that is right now. FECord is lit. Join. Do not join. Whatever you do, I have no idea what is on that server. Hopefully it's nothing evil. Hopefully not, but I have no idea what it is.
And Jake Paul and Ricegum ended up doing that deal and got a lot of hate for it.
Jimmy, why is your manager saying that you wanted to promote this obvious scam to your young, impressionable audience?
There was a man's hole in that Discord. Jesus Christ.
MrBeast launched Feastables, his new chocolate brand, back in January 2022.
I want to tell you guys about my new snack company, Feastables. They're made with only 5 ingredients, but still taste amazing. And I'm kicking off Feastables with something I've always wanted to do. 10 random bars are going to have a mystery ticket inside of them, and if you get this mystery ticket, we will fly you out to compete for a chocolate factory in one of our videos. And on top of that, Chandler, we're giving away over $1 million in other prizes to random people that buy the bars.
Dude, I need to buy these.
It's interesting to look back at this because a large part of Feastables' marketing campaign was the fact that it's a better for you brand, that it's healthier for you than Hershey's. Less sugar, only 4 ingredients, all organic.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you. Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat. Like Hershey's, for example, there's 10 ingredients, super processed. Our Feastables bars are 5 ingredients, and just all the ingredients are way higher quality. And it's infinitely better than the other options out there.
I got all the Feastable chocolates. Let's try them and rank them 1 to 6.
I'm going to be completely honest. Totally not biased, because if it sells more, I make more money.
I'm gonna be honest, and I hope Jimmy is sitting next to me and not getting his feelings hurt.
Compare it to Hershey's. This is our Crunch Bar.
This is the one you believe in.
Yes.
Not crazy, Jimmy.
No? You don't like Crunch Bars?
I do like Crunch Bars, but again, it's too sweet.
Let me try this. Maybe these are defective.
I
Oh my
like
God, this tastes good to me.
Wait, we're supposed to be ranking them. I rated the first one, so we going completely off of.
Oh,
We're going completely off of.
We're in too deep. I rate this a 10 out of 10. I give this an 11 out of 10. Keep in mind, only 5 ingredients. Infinitely healthier for you than the normal thing out there.
Also my favorite so far.
Okay, here's the thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I tried the MrBeast chocolate, and it was not very good. It kind of tasted like. And I was hoping it would be good because I like YouTuber products, but I can 1000% confirm this was. And I also got Beast Burger one time, and it was not very good. It was like a really dry burger. And the Carl's grilled cheese was also complete dog. Now, is that completely MrBeast's fault? The burger quality, because he was like shopping it out to ghost kitchens or whatever? Maybe not, but whatever the case, it just wasn't good. And the chocolate is like, it's like weirdly like bitter. And I get that it's like trying to be healthier and there's like a lack of like unnatural ingredients, but I just don't like it. Like I prefer Hershey's way more. Like I remember he was marketing it as like, it's way better than Hershey's. And I just didn't like it. The new bars taste good. Maybe they do. I don't know. I haven't tried the reformulated version. I also, even the D's Nuts one. You guys remember MrBeast D's Nuts? Apparently you can't even use that name anymore. It's too similar to D's Nuts, apparently. Jesus.
I didn't realize you were a dark chocolate.
Wasn't very good, bro.
I'm not a super dark chocolate guy. I do love dark chocolate. I give this a 7.8 out of 10.
Okay, I'm starting to understand this, man. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I'm starting to figure this man out. You're gonna like this one, right? You like salt? Everybody has a sea salt guy. I'm gonna get rid of these.
I love salt.
No, I want the titles. No, you just don't. Trust me. You're a dark chocolate kind of guy. Yes, I can read the room. The room is red.
Now in 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar. And this initial ad for Feastables where he calls it healthy is still getting millions of views a month. Also, I don't think you should ever advertise it as over $1 million in prizes when more than 1/3 of those prizes are just coupons for more MrBeast products, forcing you to spend more money if you actually want to redeem them. Ooh, a $5 coupon for Beast Burger. Now a single combo only costs $20.
Bob's Burgers Palace or Five Guys. If this can be successful, fucking Five Guys.
It's so good.
Who cares? It's called Five Guys. What kind of name is that?
It doesn't matter. The burgers are good.
Branding matters.
Ooh, maybe you should have spent a little less time on this beautiful logo and more time on making the food actually edible.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Also, be for real, dude. Five Guys has a nice, clean, appealing aesthetic. You know, the name suggests humble beginnings. This is like a 8-year-old sloppy.
The things I saw on Effie Core to put the Chris Tyson locks to shame, dude, I have no idea what's in there. Do not go there.
Cotton candy piss burger. It literally looks like a piss burger.
Sit down. Sit down.
Also, this digital reel is not remotely representative of your actual odds. Mark Rober has talked about this common deceptive casino tactic before.
You recall from the Carnival scam video, the most lucrative games for the Carnival owner are those.
Isn't Mark Rober like a MrBeast collaborator too? Hold on. Mark Rober. Yeah, they've done like collabs and stuff together. So the fact that somebody that is like, I don't know if he's close to Jimmy, but somebody who's collaborated with Jimmy, somebody who went on Jimmy Kimmel Live with him, is pointing out the same deceptive tactic that this guy claims he's using is like, what the
Those where people overestimate their chances of winning. That is exactly what happens in this game, thinking you were so close to getting a jackpot, when in reality, you weren't close at all. In gambling psychology, this is known as the near-miss effect, and people will spend much more money to try and win because they think they can just do it on the next one.
So I am absolutely pigging out on Feastables, and I'm trying to do this.
Oh yeah, this I remember Smaggle called in and sent me a document about this.
Beast is teaching us gambling? Minus points because there's no cool music. Anyway. Let's gamble.
Also, these tickets, one of them just so happened to go to a YouTuber with 700,000 subscribers at the time. Just pure chance.
This was just take.
It was take.
No freaking way. So it is like really like total chance, obviously. Like you're one of like hundreds of thousands of names.
Talk to Jimmy, Bella. What do you got to say to
Jimmy,
say
thank
to him?
you for picking us.
No, he didn't. It was random.
Was it though? Was it random? Also, this guy went on to win the Chocolate Factory, and extremely unlikely things do happen, but can we see how the winners were chosen, maybe? Because knowing how important it is to Jimmy that every video has entertaining...
Yeah, when it's, I think it's when it's unregulated, it leaves a lot of room for lying about what's actually going on here.
Contestants through the whole video, it's a little suspicious. I'll just say, in my opinion, as somebody who worked for MrBeast, I don't think this large YouTuber won a ticket purely by chance. Also, I know that producers are sort of able to pull strings behind the scenes to give some contestants better chances.
Keep in mind, Feastables are a sponsor of the Charlotte Hornets. Are they? I haven't even heard of the Charlotte. Is that a football team? Basketball team. Oh, wow. Sponsorship deal with NBA franchise the Charlotte Hornets, which will see the Feastables logo on the jersey. Well, I imagine that might not last for too much longer if this is going on.
Others. And he runs these sweepstakes to like bribe children with gambling to consume more sugar. Like, this is far worse than a lottery ticket because a lottery ticket doesn't give you diabetes and only pay out your rich and famous friends. Like, MrBeast is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of new people to the candy aisle, whether he wants to admit it or not.
People are just walking to the chocolate aisle, and instead of buying Hershey's, buying Feastables. Like, people who never would have bought chocolate in Walmart are walking to the chocolate aisle specifically to buy Feastables. So, exactly, I'm bringing new customers to the aisle.
Okay, I guess he does want to admit it. You know, kind of a weird flex, not something I would brag about, Jimmy. Also, maybe I should mention technically I'm a certified nutritionist, which really just means I paid $1,200 for a course and then failed to launch a health food company. But I know that poor diet and especially excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America, including some of the health problems that MrBeast claims to care so much about. Blindness, deafness, loss of limbs. MrBeast also just launched a combo with Zaxby's, which if you get a soda, it's over 2,000 calories for one meal.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat. The only thing real in this video is the new MrBeast box at Zaxby's.
I'm pretty sure this would be illegal in Europe. This is like more calories in one meal than the average 10-year-old is supposed to consume on a daily basis.
Tell me how I'm killing little kids.
New research finds childhood obesity rates are getting worse.
The #1 killer in America is obesity. The number of deaths in overweight people surpass alcohol and...
I mean, this part I'm not really caring about him selling candy. I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't know. Just everyone knows candy's bad for you. Maybe children don't, but everybody markets candy to children. I mean, I guess if you want to be consistent, you got to go after every candy company in the world, but I don't know. I don't really care about this.
And smoking all together.
For 30 days straight, we are going to be giving away $10,000 to a lucky customer who scans the QR code on the back of any new Feastable bar.
It's just disappointing to see somebody pretend to care about the health epidemic in the US only when it's profitable for them. I know this point isn't going to resonate with a lot of people because of how normalized high-calorie and high-sugar diets are in America, but like bribing children to get into the habit of consuming excessive amounts of sugar, like $10,000 a day as a giveaway is very deliberate because it's trying to create repeat customers that just buy out of habit. Like doing this is...
Yeah, that's a fair point, actually, yeah.
Especially when you clearly understand how much of a health risk it is to these kids.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
It's honestly just evil to me, and I pushed back against this a lot while I worked at the company. For Halloween this year, Feastables is planning on putting $1 million in a chocolate bar, and they wanted to do a bunch of like scummy marketing. My manager literally said at one point that they wanted to associate buying a Feastables with
the real issue is hypocrisy. Yeah, maybe.
True. So they're pitching ideas like, you know, buy a Feastables, win 10K, buy a Feastables out of a vending machine, the vending machine just starts spitting out money, buy a Feastables and it has a ticket to Disney World, whatever, right? And I don't want to put a lot of like hearsay into this video. You should just believe the receipts that I'm showing you and not what I'm saying. But I swear to God, I said to somebody at the company, I feel like Feastables is 70% a chocolate company and 30% a lottery targeting children. And this higher up person at MrBeast.
Yeah, the lottery targeting children is the worst part. It being chocolate or candy or the diabetes, I don't give a f. But outside of that, it's definitely horrible, right?
Said it was probably closer to the other way around. I was laughing about it. Like 70% a lottery, 30% a chocolate company. Everyone knows it's just the call to actions. And
I'm curious how this video is going to impact MrBeast's brand, because this video's got, what, 2.5 million views. It might get 4, 5, 6 million, right, by the end of its lifetime. Is this going to make everybody hate MrBeast, or is it going to make the commentary community and people like that hate MrBeast and question him more, which will open him up to more scrutiny? Because this is everything this guy's found, and obviously he's an insider of the company, so he knows more than the average person. Who knows what else there is, right? People are now going to be on the lookout for MrBeast stuff to call him out, right? Last thing I wanted to say, I live in Concord, North Carolina, near Charlotte. It's a hellhole. Would not recommend coming to Cheerwine/Cookout. I was not planning on it anyway, to be honest with you.
Call to action giveaways especially that drive sales. As soon as they stop, it's hard for large bargain retailers to sell this for 70% off. That's why they push them so hard. Once they stop the diabetes lottery, no one buys. Also, this is the website right now.
I wouldn't buy.
MrBeast wants you to join the crew.
Sucks.
It's so weird and scummy to me. I believe all the Feastables giveaways do have official rules and no purchase necessary clauses somewhere, but it's very difficult to find them. In traditional media,
MrBeast cigarettes win. I would buy the f out of those. MrBeast menthols. MrBeast menthols. Now you're cooking. Now you're actually cooking.
You advertise a sweepstakes like in a commercial, you have to say in the promotional material itself, no purchase necessary. Somehow MrBeast gets away with not saying no purchase necessary in any of his promotional materials, not the videos.
Because he's an unregulated YouTuber. Nobody's overseeing him with this. He can just do it.
Descriptions, pinned comments, nothing.
To celebrate our launch of milk chocolate and sea salt, we went out, we bought 10 Teslas, loads of cash, and all these prices you see on the screen. And prizes aside,
I would enter the MrBeast cigarettes giveaway in a heartbeat.
Unlike Hershey's,
Buy millions
these
of
bars
them.
only have 4 to 5 ingredients and just genuinely taste good. Go to Feastables.com right now and order some chocolate. Only problem is the chocolate river is deteriorating. All the
only place you'll find no purchase necessary is either on the Feastables Twitter account because it's a rule of the platform, and even still they try to push it. No perched neck, or hidden deep in the Feastables website under a FAQ. And to enter for free, you have to mail in separate 3-inch by 5-inch hand-addressed written index cards, up to 10 a day. Do you think kids are going to do that or just beg their parents when they're at Walmart for the YouTuber diabetes lottery ticket? How is this legal? How do you mail something without making a purchase? Cards,
this is part 1, 2 more videos.
Cards, envelopes, stamps. The free entry method can cost more than the chocolate bar itself. Also, going back to sweepstakes law for a second, payment isn't the only form of consideration. Consideration can also be time or effort that directly benefits MrBeast in some way. Like, I don't know, if he told his fans to clean up and organize his Feastables displays in Walmart for a chance to win $5,000. Shelf fee cleanup and $5,000 drawing? They thought this was going to be a monthly thing, but it got a lot of controversy.
I'm glad you guys told me to watch this, because at first I didn't give a f about this video, but this is like, I mean, it's kind of dead to rights. Unless there's something I'm missing, it's kind of dead to rights.
Obviously, how can I successfully clean up the shelves? Wow, glad you asked. No bars on the shelf? Go find an employee and ask them to check to see if there is product in the back room and ask them to bring them out so you can put it on the shelf to match the tags. What the f, dude? Imagine a 7-year-old looking for the Walmart manager so he can ask to stock shelves.
I like that the children are the
For a
employees.
chance to be compensated.
I love the
Dude, was
AI.
Walmart in on this? This was not just one off-the-cuff tweet. This was like planned with instructions and graphics and everything.
Yeah, it was a whole campaign. I remember everyone was like, clean up the shelves for MrBeast. When I went to like buy Feastables at one point to try them out, my friends were like joking about it. They're like, "Are you gonna clean up the shelf?" And I was like, "No."
Also, a company asking children for selfies is a little bit weird. And while you're at it, if you want to maybe move some Hershey's bars and make sure that Feastables has plenty of space, I wouldn't complain. I just cannot believe that we're going to give $5,000 to one of MrBeast's child laborers for stocking shelves. And no one at MrBeast was like, hey, this is a terrible idea. Actually, if you said that, you'd probably get fired.
This is the best tasting chocolate on earth. Good job, boys.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How do we know that's the best tasting chocolate in the world?
You're fired.
What?
This is such horse. You can do that? I mean, that is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
The most shocking result was that Feastables never earned anything higher than a 3rd place ranking.
But I do think their branding is like world's best chocolate bar is how do you get away with that? World's best chocolate.
World's best pizza.
What does that even mean?
Define that yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But I would think
false advertising. Would this legally qualify as false advertising? I don't know that it would. I don't know that it would legally qualify, because a lot of people say world's best hot sauce, even if it's not like statistically. How do you prove that? You know,
I think you'd have to. I don't know. I'm sure whoever worked on his marketing gave some thought to it or something.
Okay, one last point of consideration. Prolonged attention is definitely a form of consideration.
Isn't like FDA approved? Do you have to have FDA oversight to advertise candy? I think there'd have to be some kind of government oversight. I assume it's FDA approved.
In the attention economy, it is the valuable resource that advertisers directly pay MrBeast for. So in these live streams when MrBeast says, hey guys, today we're doing a bunch of illegal lotteries, but also we're gonna be giving away some free stuff to people who keep watching, he does that to boost viewer numbers.
I'm gonna give you guys a reason to keep watching, okay? Here's what I'm gonna do. Randomly, I'm not gonna tell you when, it could be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. I'm gonna randomly pick one person watching this IG live stream and one person watching this YouTube live stream. I'm gonna give you each $5,000. So, keep watching.
There's no predictable intervals for when MrBeast will give things away for free to people who watch, so you have to be present when they happen, which means viewers have to keep watching, which is time and effort that directly benefits.
This is good, but I feel like half the points are schizo. Some of it's schizo, but I don't know, not that. The thing is, in a greater context, it all kind of fits together, right? I feel like it's not as schizo as I initially thought. It's like relatively... I mean, the presentation is schizo on purpose for like a joke, but it's actually quite compelling, I would say. Actually.
It's MrBeast. The more viewers, the more money MrBeast obviously makes, either directly through sales or AdSense or just getting boosted in the YouTube algorithm. So even the free giveaways could and should be against the law. MrBeast just uses gambling psychology to exploit young...
It even looks like a slot machine.
...children for profit. He's just become the first casino where the currency you pay with is attention.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course.
Or labor or money sometimes.
Yeah, his core audience is like, I'd say like 10 to 12-year-old boys. Older people are a little bit over him. Some people kind of question the ethics, you know. They sometimes say in these videos where he like builds all these wells or, you know, cures people of this blindness. It's almost like he's exploiting people for these views. So older audiences don't love him, but this tween audience, they love him and they're thinking, you know, watching him could get me a car, so why wouldn't I?
I'm gonna give you guys a reason to keep watching.
Okay, now as far as fake giveaways go, I'm sort of limited in what I can say without exposing confidential information and getting sued. So my official statement is that sometimes things slip through the cracks, and personally, I believe that is intentional. Here's one example where someone on Reddit posted saying that they were promised free dog food for life in exchange for letting MrBeast use them in a video. 5 months later, they still haven't received their dog food. I actually sent this post to someone who works at MrBeast, and they said they were gonna send it to the PR team, and then the Reddit post got taken down. So I don't know if it got resolved. Here's another example of things slipping through the cracks.
The second thing that I probably would do different is invest. And I know what y'all about to say. Y'all about to go to the clip too, where Jimmy said that we set a certain amount aside to invest.
I know you talked about wanting to maybe invest 50K and then set aside like the other 23 for just other little nuances here and there.
This is not me calling anybody a liar, because I know what y'all do. I know what the internet does. But what I think what happened was somebody that worked for MrBeast or something like that was supposed to probably help me invest, but that didn't happen. I talked to Jimmy after I won $1 million, after I finally like got the remaining amount in my bank account. I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be like how everybody's saying, like I'm gonna run out of money and do all this crazy stuff. I was
like the
man,
Fortnite fry game playing in the background.
He was gonna help me and we was gonna invest, but yeah, that didn't happen. So
if you actually watch this video, you know, MrBeast does say that they're not going to be irresponsible, that they're going to try to set Mark up for life, and that they are going to help him with investing.
What we're actually going to do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future. So we're going to make smart purchases like a house, cars, and do some investing.
But according to Mark, MrBeast only gave him an hour to plan what house to buy, and then gave him only 24 hours to spend the bulk of his money for a video.
Time. I wish I would have had more time, and I wish I would have planned out stuff better. Like that was the best example I can give you is when we had planned out the house and stuff. I literally had an hour. He had somebody come to my house and we sat down and we planned all this in an hour. Yeah, they came to my house and we planned this out in about an hour. So I wish I would have had more time, and I wish I would have did a couple of things different.
Yeah, that's a very fair criticism. I feel like this guy has put together like a very comprehensive hit piece on MrBeast that's actually valid. I'm curious, well, his NDA I think wouldn't protect MrBeast if he had to sign an NDA for work, because he's exposing what he alleges is a crime. So unless this guy is somehow lying, I can't imagine a lawsuit coming his way, justifiably at least.
On the time management side, which I guess I really couldn't help because I had to spend it. I had to spend the money and I had to like do all this. So
I'm starting to think you might have been a little bit better off if you didn't make him spend $1 million in 24 hours for content.
Can I just say, I'm super glad you won $1 million.
All I need from you is a signature right here. The vehicles are yours.
What we're actually going to do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future.
You better not read it. You're a millionaire. You got time to read.
The more you show us around, the more I'm like, thank God you won the $1 million.
You're selling Krabby Patties, eh, Plankton?
That's right, Squidward.
And there's a free bucket helmet with every purchase. Care for one?
No! You may have hoodwinked everyone else in this backwater town, but you can't fool me. I listen to public radio.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you set up Mr. Krabs. You stole the crown so Neptune would...
I think we get the idea. Yeah, actually a very comprehensive hit video, hit piece on MrBeast, and I think I view him a lot differently now, honestly. Because at first I thought that most of the criticisms against him were, and I was viewing this as like an opportunistic thing in lieu of the Chris Tyson thing. But realistically, like, there's just the guy is foul. He did some foul shit. There's no denying it, I don't think. Like, what is even the defense here, chat? What do you guys think is the defense? He should be covered under whistleblower laws. I assume so. What is like the watch the ending? Okay.
Freeze him and you could finally get your stubby little paws on the Krabby Patty formula. It was you all along, but you made one fatal mistake. You messed with my paycheck, and I'm gonna report you to the highest authority in the land, King Neptune.
We'll see about that,
Oh, did he file an FTC report? Damn.
Loose lips.
Now activating helmet brain control devices.
Okay, we get it. The ending is funny. I'm more interested in the substance of this video. The defense is, oh, who cares? Video make views. He's too big to fail. He can just ignore it and move past it. You cannot ignore past breaking federal regulations if the FTC determines that he did. I honestly don't think that. I don't think there's any way that he can. I don't think there's any way. I don't think there's literally any way. I mean, even if he's not formally charged, which maybe he won't, the FTC doesn't investigate everything that they're supposed to or should. There's like literally, I don't think there's any defense. MrBeast is he's a f***ed up person. He promoted essentially, in effect, gambling to children, from what I can tell. Like, what defense even is there, bro? Finish the video, dude. Finish the video on your own. This is my reaction. I get to pause when I want. Holy shit. To be continued. I'll watch the very end.
Who can stop me now?
Now be like shocked. Like, have your hands over your face. Like, you're emotional as you can be.
No way.
So like, have your hand reaching for it, and then like be like shocked. Like, you're,
yo.
Yeah. Now, act a little surprised. Like, be
holy.
Like really shocked with your mouth open.
It won't reach the audience it would need to affect him. Normies aren't watching MrBeast Exposed videos. It might not reach that audience, but he might get like consequences. Hold on. Legal punishment for running an illegal lottery. Let's look that up. Federally. Property seizure, steep fines, and up to 5 years in federal prison. So I'd say if he's convicted of that, I fail to see how I fail to see how it won't reach his audience if he goes to jail. I don't know if that's going to happen. It might not. Maybe this video is somehow full of shit and all wrong.
These clips are also not...
I could be wrong. I'm not an expert, but it seems pretty diligently researched. What are you supposed to say? Could result in prison time. It could. Video seems legit to me. Okay. He's rich. He ain't going to jail. That's not how it always works, to be honest with you, at all. Surely he'll be punished. He might not be. He might be, but we'll see, bro. We will see. We will see.